Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Scott to Row podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching Agents of SHIELD. Today I'm talking about Season 4, Episode 1, The Ghost. I'm just going to be starting off with the plot summary, then just talking about my general thoughts about this episode and any Easter egg or foreshadowing elements I might have noticed in this episode. So let's just start with that plot summary, which says, former SHIELD agent Daisy Johnson, now the vigilante Quake, is hunting gang affiliates of the terrorist group Watchdogs in Los Angeles when Aryan Brotherhood members are murdered by the fiery Ghost Rider. Agents Phil Coulson and Mac, who were forbidden from searching for Daisy by the new SHIELD director, are tipped off to her location by Agent May. Agent Fitz discovers that SHIELD ally Holden Radcliffe has created the android Ada and agrees to help protect her. He keeps this from his girlfriend, Agent Gemma Simmons, who is in the director's inner circle. Simmons discovers that Coulson and Mac are investigating Daisy and orders May to stop them. The latter arrives to find them surveilling Chinese gangsters who bought a weapon off the Brotherhood, a mysterious figure who turns the gang's members berserk and secretly infects May as well. Daisy tracks down the Ghost Rider, but it defeats her. She later sees its human form mechanic Robbie Reyes looking after his disabled brother Gabe. Yes. So that's the plot summary for this episode. I really love this episode. This might be one of my favorite season premieres in the whole series, just because we get Ghost Rider. They went there. Yes, we already had Ghost Rider, a couple Ghost Rider movies, but this was a great appearance. This is one of those things that I didn't really actually see coming. When this season came out, I wasn't like too in the weeds of like keeping up with all these TV shows. Like I wasn't checking out the news from before, leading up to seasons. I was just waiting for seasons to come out. So the fact that Ghost Rider showed up was a huge surprise for me when I first watched this episode, when it first came out. And so rewatching it was fun because I get to have that little bit of fun again. You notice things, like you see that you had seen Robbie Reyes already in the, earlier in the episode. Coulson actually ran into him a little bit, but that's before we get the reveal that he's the Ghost Rider. So that was a fun little thing you notice that you don't really pick up on until you maybe rewatch it, or until after you make the connection between Robbie and the Ghost Rider. But yeah, the addition of the Ghost Rider into this was really great. I don't know again much about his comic book origins as much. My knowledge of the Ghost Rider is limited to the Nick Cage movies and now what we've learned about him in Agents of SHIELD. So I really enjoyed his character being added in, and him I just really enjoyed it. I liked the way he's introduced in this episode in particular, right at the beginning, with his car getting blown up, but just then not blown up, but like a rocket exploding underneath it, and it just does this big flip and covered in flames, and then just ramps into I just love it. I love the magic that is that kind of powers it, in a sense, that this kind of mysticalness to it that I really dig it. And I like that in this season we get a little bit of an explanation with the dark energy, dark matter. I can't remember, something really like that. I know it has something to do with a different dimension or something like that, but I'll have to get to this episode to 100% remember exactly what it is. But yeah, I just really enjoy the Ghost Rider being introduced, and I thought it was a great introduction into this season, that we get a little bit of him and we get more and more as we go through this season. But yeah, I really enjoyed his introduction. I like we also see that Fitz and Simmons are working on the framework at the beginning of this episode, which is a fun little bit of foreshadowing for events that go on later in this season. And so that was just a fun little thing that I remember noticing. Obviously, we also get Ada, our first LMD, our first life model decoy, brought to life by Radcliffe, who, likes to pretend that he did this for, the sake of humanity and all this stuff. It's really because he misses his one girlfriend. But yeah, I just really enjoyed that. I love that this character gets introduced, and I love that Fitz into Radcliffe. They have this very close relationship, even though Fitz knows better a little bit. He knows that Radcliffe's a little bit of bad influence and he shouldn't help Radcliffe do this thing, but he's like Radcliffe in the sense that they both have this scientific curiosity that just can't be stopped, and they just want to be able to solve these technological problems, make these innovations in technology, and sometimes they cross a line, particularly with the LMDs in the framework, but the framework wasn't completely their fault. But still, I just enjoyed that kind of dilemma that he's faced with, that Fitz is faced with. And I like that, Radcliffe is very much just Radcliffe about the whole thing. I love that character. But yeah, what else do we have in this episode? At one point we see Coulson has a X-ray scanner in his hand now. He's getting some more gadgets, which I really dig. I just love them coming up with any crazy idea to put into a hand, and it's always fun because it suits the character too, the way he kind of plays it off every time. He's like, yeah, well, you go cut off your arm and you can have some cool gadgets too. And it's like, it's a good point, Coulson. I don't deserve good cool gadgets unless I cut off my arm. Neither do you, Mac. You have a shotgun axe and you're ginormous. But yeah, I really like that a little bit. We get a Ultron name drop at one point. We also hear the Sokovia Accords referred to a couple of times in this episode. One point, Mac's trying to convince Yo-Yo to, I believe, sign up for them. And then it's a mention at another part. But yeah, that was a cool little drop. I like those little things. What else do we have? We see Quake versus Ghost Rider, which was just a really cool fight. It was very short, but it was still interesting to see these two powered individuals, very differently powered individuals, go up against each other. And I just dig it. That's why I love superhero shows. I love seeing that. And then yeah, at the end we get May infected / haunted by this mysterious thing, which I don't know exactly how to describe. I don't want to call them ghosts because I know they're not ghosts. I do know I do remember how this season plays out with that storyline. I just can't remember exactly how to describe it. But yeah, that was an interesting bit. I do like that, May, out of everybody, is the one who gets infected, but kind of just like, no, I just need some sleep. It's fine. People see stuff sometimes. That's how May kind of just brushes it off. She doesn't think there's anything really wrong until it is wrong, and she kind of realizes it then. But I like that we start off with her just kind of being like, oh, I just need to get some sleep. But it kind of leads to more throughout this season. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed this season premiere of the 4th season. Like I said, Ghost Rider, I'm excited to get to more Ghost Rider. So yeah, that's all my thoughts for this in particular episode. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what you thought of this episode, what you thought of Ghost Rider. Do you like this Ghost Rider? Do you not? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and have a good one.